Hello and welcome to Travel Tip Tuesday, where every week a wild spirit traveler shares a travel smart strategy. I'm Shyla, and my tip today is about getting money abroad. Recently, Jennifer posted to the Wild Spirit Traveler Facebook group a question asking if she should get traveler's checks before an upcoming trip to Japan. Nearly 20 years ago, when Jennifer traveled there before, she had taken traveler's checks and they had worked great, so she was thinking of doing the same thing. Yep, Jennifer, that was the thing to do 20 years ago. I know, because on my first international trip to Australia, which was about 25 years ago, I took a stack of traveler's checks and my very first credit card. But I never even used that. That case stayed tucked away because I considered it for emergencies only. And I simply spent the traveler's checks as I needed going around the country. It was a great way to travel. However, time has moved on. And in this day and age, traveler's checks are hard to cash and a hassle to have. They really are not what they once were. I know, I learned this the hard way. About 8 years ago, I went to Argentina. I needed a bunch of money at the start when I arrived because I was renting an apartment in Buenos Aires. I knew it was more than I could take out of the ATM in one go, and so I decided to take the money with me. But I didn't want to take a wad of American money or the Argentinian pesos. That was just going to be too risky. So I decided to take traveler's checks. Turned out, I got there and I couldn't cash them. Nowhere. I went into bank after bank, and they simply said nope. I finally got online and I found a bank that sold traveler's checks in Buenos Aires. I walked the 2 miles to get to them, presented them, all hopeful that I finally was going to get the cash I needed. And they also simply said, nope, we don't do that. It's like, what? You sell them. So what I learned from my experience, and I hope you learn from me, is traveler's checks, do leave home without them. And so if you're wondering, well, what do I do instead? Well, my top recommendation is to travel with an ATM card. They really are the way to go. Now there's some things you need to know, such as what network your ATM card works on, if there's an ATM card handy at the airport when you arrive or close by to where you're staying, all sorts of factors that play into it. And that's why in our book, Before You Go Abroad Handbook, one of our entire chapters is entitled Getting Money When Traveling. And we cover all of the information you need to know about using an ATM card abroad. So, lots of details in there. But if you have a specific question like Jennifer did, do post it to the Wild Spirit Traveler Facebook group so we can answer it for you. And if you found this travel tip video useful, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Wild Spirit Travel. And happy travels!